be scared, it's just short.
The piece I have out now is called On the Blockchain. It's a really fun song about Web3. I wrote the song in real time in Twitter Spaces. So since March, I have been like demoing this song in my Twitter Spaces, like what I had of it at the time, and I would just like bounce off feedback from my community in Twitter Spaces, and then I would just go back and refine the song more and more. So this song is really important to me because I really did build it in Twitter Spaces, just bouncing it off of the different rooms I was in and like feeling what people thought about it and just like really dialing it in. And it to me it feels like a true collaboration with like my community. It's like, I host my own spaces. I'm bringing them in on my journey, like playing the song with where it's at. It might not have sounded the most polished at the time, but I would read the room, see the emotes flying up, see what people would say about it, and kind of just like tweak the song accordingly. So yeah, the song I have out now, it's called On the Blockchain. It's an open edition till November 9th. 15 awesome people in this community have minted one already. I'm just super grateful just to like have people backing me up on this. Most people know me from the Tezos ecosystem. So, but I have a lot of friends on ETH, and I want to say that as an artist, you kind of have to read your community. Like when I was tweeting, I would notice I have a lot of ETH friends in the space. I wasn't really meeting them where they were at. So this song is also like by coming to ETH, it's like meeting my audience where they're at. You kind of see what blockchains your community is on, and you want to meet them where they're at. So that's kind of how I found myself on ETH. I'll play a little part of it here in a few minutes for you guys. It's pinned on my profile if you want to like see a little video of me performing it, and it's on Manifold till the 9th of November, and the mint will close live during my Friday Twitter space. So it's gonna be a really cool moment.
I think you have given Tank Poco and I FOMO.
Definitely.
Get one.
I really love what you had to say about how you collaborated with your community almost to get feedback and tweak the song all this year. I think that's really cool. It's one of the best things about Web3 is the accessibility that the artist has with their fans.
100%. I feel like I'm doing this with even more songs. Like there's songs that I have out. I have songs that I'm making that aren't out yet that I've been doing the same thing with. Like I saw how fun it was like demoing the On the Blockchain song with my community in Twitter spaces, where like now it's almost like what I'm going to do with every song I'm making. I'm going to like, when I host a space, I'm going to play them like what I had been making yesterday and just like feel what they're thinking about it. I think it's a cool way for a musician to just take your audience inside of kind of the studio with me. Right now I'm live, I'm sitting in my studio room. Like, why not play a little piece of what I'm creating in the rooms that I'm hosting and just see what people think? And as a musician, I mean, like as a solo artist, just to put it bluntly, it can get very lonely. You're very isolated, like creating by yourself. So I feel like Twitter spaces are a cool place to like virtually like rally together and like bounce that idea off people. And then like when I'm back alone, I can just think about the feedback I've gotten from friends. I can just like think about, the thumbs up or thumbs downs I was getting, right? And just kind of like see like, okay, like in this moment, I might want to tweak this a little bit and like enhance it. And even some of the lyrics of the song actually came about the more time I spent in Web3, the more I caught on to like the ethos of like the Web3 community. And I wanted to like implant that ethos into the song. So when people play this back, they just think about like what we're building here in Web3 as community. So when you hear the lyrics, you're going to hear a lot of some of the fun phrases we know about in Web3, but I've kind of recontextualized them and kind of spun them my own way. And I've kept it fun. But yeah, the whole idea of playing an idea you have in spaces, I really encourage a lot of artists to do it. I think we have seen a few more artists starting to do this as well, like demo their stuff in spaces and just get feedback that way. You do want to be careful. People might steal your ideas and maybe might take your lyrics. I've heard of stuff like that. But if you're willing to like take that risk and get some of your work out early, I think it's a lot of fun playing the stuff you're working on in spaces and just see what people think about it as you bring it to that point of like near perfection. Perfect doesn't exist, but I say like practice makes perfect enough. And I think if I can get it to that perfect enough point while bouncing it off my community, then I'm happy. And I think that just leads to people wanting to collect it. They feel invested in the journey of the song. And I think, those first 15 people that have picked it up, those are the people that have been in the spaces with me, week in and week out, like hearing me demo this song. So when it dropped, they were like quick to get it. Of course, they have like a month to claim it, but they were just ready to grab it because they had seen me build it with them in real time. So it's been an amazing experience, and I can't wait to do it again with another song in the future.